Hello there. I'm here for FCHQ playtesting. This is week 500 and wait, whoa, 327. Where did I get 5 from? Um I'm here with, I guess I'm alone. I have my Nintendo Switch over here. I'm gonna be playtesting 2 games today though. So we've got 2 combat games. Test them out and see how it goes. It says that one of them says minimum number of players is 4, so we'll probably do that one last because maybe someone will join the playtest. We'll see. But first up, we have got if it goes in, there we go. We have Zero Build Moving Pillars by maybe Blitz. See what's say right here. 8-player free-for-all, pillars constantly moving. Each player receives a different item every 5 seconds. Items spawn at the center every 20 seconds. Central over Powerball. Customize your pillars between rounds. Check stats, leaderboards, and daily rewards. Last player standing wins. Okay, nice. Let's jump into this. I will still be playtesting this second game, even though I don't have enough players, just because, I mean, I don't know how many of us have 4 players, how often we have 4 players. I think we guarantee 2 at least. But we'll still be checking it out. Oh, also, I forgot to mention the stream is being recorded, so if you are going through the VOD watching the playtest of your game and it's jittery and like isn't working well, comment and I will re-upload. I will upload the VOD. I'm recording it as I stream because my internet is not something you would call reliable for streaming. There we go. Okay. I like this little like background. Oh, you can change it too? That's cool. I think there's a really good amount of customization options. I like that. It would be a little nice if those coins gave you gold for the system. I know they're meant to be XP coins, but just so they have more function to them when XP is not calibrated. What items we get? So far, I really like the items that are given out too. The middle is really cool. I like how the blocks move in and out. Oh, so other players can jump in, huh? There's given a good thing to hide behind as well, which is great. Okay, we're gonna boom. Table bow got this. That's cool. You have a little win screen so players can, I guess, dance on their opponents, which is good because what is it? Players get more use out of their emotes. I think the material showing up is a creative. No, wait, we can build in here, huh? I didn't even check that. I should have checked that. Oh no, we can't. I think that's a bug with the game itself, and that's not something you can fix. I could be totally wrong though. I would check into that. Little small thing right there though. Honestly, the UI isn't, the materials UI isn't really a big deal. But if you can fix it, go for it. Now I want to sit and see if anything happens if I just sit and wait. The leaderboard does not appear to be tracking, but that could be going after eliminations during the round instead of round wins. If possible, I think it would be really good if it did go off of round wins. That's what I'm thinking it should be going off of with the crowns. I do like that little leaderboard up there though. It's really cool. The shove item. So far, yeah, it does look like the weapon set and the items are a really good selection. Good traps. I recommend getting rid of those just because players can't build. I just realized I was thinking, oh, maybe players could build, but the title is 0 build. I don't know what was I thinking. What was I thinking? I also forgot to mention I like the ranked system too. Moving through it pretty quickly, but that was just off of 1 win, so it kind of makes sense that I went up so much. Hit per damage. But we'll never know. But we'll get Oak Revolver. That must be off win. Let me see. Let me start a stopwatch, even though we're already a few minutes into this. I open the calculator. That is not where the stopwatch is. I'm gonna give this another few minutes, and then if nothing happens, I'm gonna test to see if those blocks can save me. Those are just kind of decoration. Oh, there is a storm. Let's see how much it's ticking for. All that loot. Five tick, that's fair. I think 5 tick is good. Hey, did it. I have 130 gold. Can I buy anything? Oh, I can. I can't. I lied. A new test. We're gonna check if I can step on those blocks. Ooh, I can. I like that. They're not like hidden under the pillars, so you can actually shoot at opponents and get attacked by opponents. I don't know if you know this, but I actually have the world's best aim. That was pretty. Flash trap or the flash? Look at the floor. Oh, cool. How much of a damage booster is that? Although it gives more whatchamacallit, makes things more urgent for going to the center. Change the background to the I want to buy the flash pillar, and then I'm going to unequip the flash floor. I think we'll call it. A really good pillars game here. I like it. You did a really good job on it. I have the pillar. Nice. I think that is it for this game. You did again a really good job on this. The only things I really have to say is that I think it would be nice if these granted like 10 gold each, and I know it sounds like a lot, but it just means players can kind of buy their cosmetics a little quicker. Maybe 5 gold each, but just so they do more than give XP, because when XP is not calibrated again, nothing happens. And then I really like your weapons and your like the loot pool you've put in here. The leaderboard on the top right, I think it should track wins. Would be really good if it tracked wins. I think it's supposed to track eliminations, but I'm not able to test that because I'm alone. Well, it's just 2 people here in the bot account, alt account. But it tracking wins would kind of make more sense to me. It'd be like the player with the most wins shows up at the top. Now thinking about it, you can't really overtake someone with the most. They have a lot, like if they've played a lot. If it does track eliminations, then just leave it. If it's broken, then please fix it. But after giving a little more thought, then I think, yeah, eliminations kind of makes more sense in the long run. I really like the rank progression. I feel like it's quick, which is good. Thought there was something else, but I Oh, the material UI. I think it's just a bug with UEFN and creative right now. It's showing, but if it's not, please do go in and hide it. And then also, I was getting traps. I recommend removing those so players don't get something that they can't really use because it's zero build. Yeah, I think that is it for this one. Again, you did a really good job. I like it. I guess one other thing that I kind of criticizing here is I really wish it would be really convenient, especially to smaller friend groups, if they could queue into private games with each other, because there's people that like to just go in with their friends. Please do consider switching that in the island settings to let people turn it on to private game, because if your game hits discover and has a lot of players, and they're not going to be able to queue in with each other, or they're going to have random people that they don't want to be playing pillars with. Another thing is they have to wait for that game start time when they load in, which isn't a big deal. It's good to have that enabled in public versions, but please do consider putting in letting players queue into private games. Oops. Okay. Next up for today's playtest, we have pull it up in here. The Ballistic Underground by RF7. See the description. Underground team deathmatch, all new ballistic weapons, 11 rounds. We're gonna queue into public still. That's that pre-game timer. I already like the looks of this one. It looks like it's in that like underground train station from chapter 5. Which, I mean, that's where the name comes from, obviously. I like it. Bad there's no one in the chat today. Awkward silence. Well, I guess it's not awkward, it's just silence, but lots of silence today, huh? The stream's probably ultra quiet because you can't hear my lobby music very well. This is the loudest I can have Fortnite for the stream without gunshots being louder than I am. It's a neat little fighting area. Because it's just a spawn room. Oh, I like that the top screen UI right there. The movement feels a little off. I don't know what it is. Are physics enabled? That can't be what it is, huh? Maybe I haven't played a first person in a little bit. Maybe that's what it is. My opponent. I spawned back here where I could kind of loot up. How many players is this designed for? 5 versus 5? I think the first thing I'd recommend here is do we have flex gadgets in here? I think so, huh? I recommend limiting players to 2 weapon slots just so they can't go crazy with a bunch of weapons. Another thing I feel like is the okay, so it's like a race to see who gets the most elimination. It has to be chaotic with a full lobby. Not a bad thing, not a bad thing to be chaotic. I'm just trying to think of how this plays out with a full lobby though. Because right now, I know that I'm pretty much alone. But I feel like the battlefield's a little open. Because these, you can't really hide behind as cover. Won't really save you. If anything, it makes it easier to get headshot. I like that the spawns are behind things though, so when players respawn, they're not really out in the way. Vending machines back here. Oh, here are the gadgets. And then what I would do is I recommend limiting it to 3 slots instead of 2, so players could take 2 flex gadgets and 1 weapon, or 2 weapons and 1 flex gadget. Also would recommend setting these to be given out in their full stacks. Players aren't really buying them. I think all these stack in 2. Drive to it. Yeah, it is 2. A concern of mine is the ability for players to sit and spawn camp the other team. Another small thing here is that the flex gadgets on this side are kind of hidden by the train. We don't really know that they're back there. Some sort of indication that there's flex gadgets over here would be nice. But this other side, I mean, could also use having an indication. Oh, there's a train that blocks it too. I think what would be cool is if you had like a little bridge over tracks right here. So like plank bridge made of wooden planks. Then get a decal of an arrow spray painted in the ground right here, pointing this way. Then another one pointed this way. That way there's something saying, hey, there's something over here for you guys. This arena feels super small for 5v5 though again. But it must play out to be pretty fun though, because I wasn't fully paying attention when seeing the favorites, but it looked like it had a good bit of favorites, which means this was pretty fun. There is physics in here. Wait, that makes it cooler. Hold on, that actually changes my views on everything here. You can shoot them to move them. Okay, wait. Precision SMG all the way over here? Now my question is, why are there not more movable physics objects out here? This would be so fun. Wait. Yeah, that changes everything. So I'm gonna still be here for the 7 minutes to see if the round wind tracking works properly. I eliminate them, and it looks like they respawn as quick as lets them. Nice. Can move this too. Okay. Get a refresh on that feedback I gave earlier. Reset. It's a reset right here. Okay, the physics with the moving objects does change my look on everything. Being able to move all this stuff around seems insanely fun, especially with a lot of players. I don't know if it's something you could do, but if you could spawn in more objects as time passes, that would be cool. If like maybe 5 minutes in, a couple of big crates drop in from, I guess, the sky, that would probably require Converse to have that happen. Another thing, I am gonna stand with my opinion on the weapons and the items. 3 slots. Limit players to 3 slots so they can have 2 slots for weapons or 2 slots for gadgets and have that 1 slot for weapon or gadget, however they choose. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could grab their grenades. Oh, grenades are given out in Saxa too. Fire grenades. Or flashbangs. Another thing that I said earlier that I'm kind of keeping. I'm basically keeping everything besides saying the map's too small. Make sure these are given out in their proper stacks of 2. Then the indication that there's something over here. Little bridge, arrows painted on the ground with a decal. And I really like this. Let me get eliminated. That's cool. You see, there's a siphon in here. There's 50 white health siphon. I think that is fair. That is good. So if someone's running around going crazy, they can get taken down. They're not invincible. That'll help with preventing and limiting spawn camping, at least. I think this precision SMG is a little too far away from everything else. Like, there's a good table right here for it to be at, or it could sit right here, and then you can move the flex gadgets to this table so players don't have to go all the way over here to get them. And then the vending machines, you might be able to move them to be over here as well. Tuck them behind this pillar. One behind this pillar and the other one right here, maybe? If you don't like that ambient noise, you can actually click. So when you click on the device in UEFN, you'll see under it, before you go looking at the options for the device settings, you'll see like a list of things that are part of the device's blueprint. Then you can go onto the audio component and set the volume to 0 or just remove the ambient sound. So if you do have those machines over here, you won't hear the constant my Fortnite vending machine impression. See if I can get this bench back up here. Why sliding felt weird. The drum gun's over here. You know what? The drum gun is actually kind of overpowered, so I think it is fair that it's hidden right here. I almost got it up there. Wait, let me try to slide into it. I'm gonna flip it over. Oh wait, where is that drum gun? Let's test its power right here. Hold the bench. Almost right side up. That doesn't help me quite yet. I don't think it's possible to do, but it'd be cool if we can move these trains. They'd probably pop out the tracks and glitch around everywhere, huh? I don't know if you added in ambient sounds, but the sounds are really nice. It does set the perfect mood for being in like an underground. It's like abandoned train station. Yeah, one. Last little bit of recommendation here. I know it's not a big thing, but it would be a neat detail since this is kind of a reference to the Chapter 5 Season 1 underground train station area in that season. It'd be cool if you named one team underground and the other one society. I think that's what it was called. What the enemy team was called, with Oscar and Nisha. I think you can do that with the team settings and inventory device. That way it seems a little bit cooler than just team 1 and team 2. I think that is it for this one. Honestly, it's a really good job here. I think it is really unique having the physics in here. That changes things a lot. And I bet it is a lot of fun when you're in here with other players. Right now I'm in here with a AFK AFK account. But just how it is sometimes, you know? But that is it for this week's playtesting from me. Both of these games were really good. I liked them. Really unique too. I will be back next week playtesting again. But again, that is it for today. Thank you to anybody. It says there's someone watching the stream right now. So thank you to you, and also thank you to anybody watching the VOD. Again, if you looked at the VOD and it looked like it bugged out visually, stream quality, say something in the comments and I will switch this out with the recorded version so you can watch gameplay clearly with no issues. Have a good night. Goodbye.